College is the best time of your life, but all good things come to an end. Finding a job after graduation can be tough, but with this helpful video, you will have all the skills you need to be successful in industry. Today, our friend Josh will be starting his senior year at Cal Poly and needs to begin the job hunt. He is currently an AGB major and wants to get a job in marketing. Specifically, he is interested in marketing for a big-time food processing company. Although Josh wants to go into marketing, he needs a little help with marketing himself if he has any chance of getting the job.
And action.
Josh starts his job search by taking an emotional intelligence test at the recommendation of his teacher and discovers he's a supporter. Josh then remembers learning about SWOT charts in his class, standing for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Creating such a chart can be a key factor in helping him figure out where he would fit in the industry. As you can see from Josh's SWOT, his strengths include communication, which can set him apart from other potential job applicants. His weaknesses include his lack of organizational skills. Understanding his SWOT analysis, Josh realizes that with his communication skills, he would perfectly fit in his dream job in marketing at a food processing company. Josh decides that the next step in his job search process is making a resume. Unlike most college students, Josh doesn't have much to put on his resume because he worked on his family farm his entire life. And with his lack of organizational skills, he needs a lot of help with creating a resume and getting his name out there. First is making sure his resume is up to date and has been spell checked by some of his friends. Second, he goes to Mustang Jobs on his Cal Poly portal and looks for jobs pertaining to marketing. There are many different categories including part-time, full-time, and internships, but for Josh, he's looking for a full-time position. Once Josh created his resume, he decides that the best thing to do is start posting his online to get some exposure. His first step is creating a LinkedIn and Indeed account using the information from his resume to create these accounts. Another perk of having a presence on social media is that you can connect with both old and current coworkers and friends and endorse one another, highlighting certain skills on your profile. You can also follow topics you enjoy such as economics, big data, and marketing, and find articles on your feed about these to keep up to date with the most current news.
Another week has passed and it's career fair time in San Luis Obispo. Josh is getting ready to head to the career fair to do some networking in the industry. He reviews his resume once again and prints out at least 5 to 10 copies, just in case. He might go to a booth that he's interested in later in the future, and he's always looking to keep opportunities open. He checked on his portal at Mustang Jobs and found which companies were going to be there. He wrote down the companies that he wanted to check out, specifically those big-time food processing companies, aka his goal. He also made sure to research these companies before going to the fair to ensure that he knew the backgrounds of them. He put on his suit, got all ready, grabbed his folder of his resumes, fixed his tie, and walked to the rec center where the career fair was being held.
After the career fair, Josh is feeling confident in the impressions he has left on the recruiter and the companies he has met with. The most important thing to do after meeting any recruiter or going to the career fair is to send a follow-up email. Some say to do it the day of, while others say to wait a few days. The choice is entirely up to you. Oftentimes at the career fair, you'll receive a business card from the person in the company you have talked to, and so this is the most important time to follow up. It is important to thank the recruiter, mention that you are interested in the position, and that you are eager to hear back. Also, it can be helpful to make an Excel spreadsheet with the information from each company, that being the recruiter's name, the position that you're interested in, and important notes or details.
Weeks have passed since the follow-up from the career fair, and Josh has been anxiously checking his email. He sees he has an unread email from Gallo, the company he applied to before, and opens it as fast as he can. Hello, Josh. Thank you for your interest in our job opening. At this time, we've decided to pursue other candidates. Poor Josh. He should not feel down on himself and should definitely not give up.
Hello Josh, my name is Nick. I'm the head of human resources at Foster Farms. I know that you applied to our location. After we looked over your resume, we'd like to get to know you better. And we think that you'll be a great fit for our company. We're holding interviews on campus this Friday. We'd like to know if you have any availability.
Well, I'm pretty available. How does Friday at 2 sound?
Sounds great.
getting his first interview offer, Josh now has to prepare. He proceeds to look over the job specifications and its qualifications. Once he feels ready to go, he rehearses what he's going to say. Lastly, he scribbles down some SWOT analysis on his forearm before he grabs his keys and is ready to go. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Josh.
Hello. So, Josh, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Josh Malone. So, I'm from Orville, California. I grew up around ag. I am a junior at Cal Poly right now, so it makes me very qualified since I grew up on the farm, been around the area a lot, and I knew from day one that I wanted to go with ag.
Great. I believe your ag background will make you a great asset to our organization. What is one of your biggest strengths?
I would say I'm a go-getter. I get things done. I don't stop until the job's done. I go out there and I do my best.
All right. I'm glad to hear you're a go-getter. Let me kick you a scenario, though. You're in a team, and one of your teammates is not fulfilling to their full potential. How would you handle that?
Well, if I was the manager, I'd probably pull them aside and talk to them a little bit and say, hey, I've noticed they've been kind of slacking. Is there something going on? Is there something that's prohibiting you from doing your job? And if they're just being like, oh, I don't want to work or being lazy, I might step to the side and be like, hey, there might be some consequences that might come to you if you don't pick up your slack and help out the team.
Glad to hear that. Now, list me one of your weaknesses.
All right. One of my weaknesses, I would say, is I'm a little bit too critical. I like the details, so I can be somewhat of a perfectionist. And I've noticed that can hinder me because it can take some time. Because, perfection takes time, and I like to take my time on it.
Wow, a perfectionist and a go-getter. That's impressive. You know what? I like you.
Really,
I don't know if it's your charisma or your ag background, but
I think it's the tie.
it might be the tie.
I think it looks great, don't you?
After many weeks of continual job searching and other job offers, Josh's plans seem to be falling apart before his eyes. His last hope seems like moving back home with his mom, and he does not want to do that. While he is busy playing golf one day, he receives a phone call from an unknown number. Curious, he picks up, not thinking it could potentially be a job offer. Fortunately, he decides to pick up, and it turns out to be Foster Farms is on the other line. The recruiter from the job company goes on to describe one last time, along with the duties and qualifications that are mandatory. He proceeds to offer him the full-time position at Foster Farms. Excited to accept, he first does a little bargaining with his salary and benefits before accepting the job, which he learned in his AGV 369 class. He knows he's worth it. Josh accepts the job and is excited for the fact he doesn't have to live with his mom after college. We hope that this video has provided some insight into what it takes and the steps you need to follow to get a job in the agricultural industry when you graduate college. As we mentored Josh to his first job offer, we hope that we can help you too.